So for those of you that know me, you know that I am an educator. I've worked in I sit on the board for London College of Fashion, and I advise about the needs for women of colour in the beauty industry. I get in anywhere and everywhere. Wherever my voice is needed, I'm there. Okay, so this is a session about globetrotting and predominantly women of colour. I'm going to do this backwards. This is not the order in which I'd actually set out to do this. But I want you to just use this as an example. If you're very serious about your career and what you want to do. Hi. In the UK, there are 6 million people of colour. We make up 20% of the population in the UK. In London, I should say. In the UK, it's about 7.2%. Fantastic. Multiculturally, we make up people of colour, not just Africans, 55% of London. That's more than half, multiculturally. People come to me all the time and they say to me, Eryca, why don't makeup brands do more makeup for women of colour? I'm going to come back to you, so remember that question. In America, people of colour, the whole country is 315 million people. We're on 60. So if you're any good at numbers, okay? 13.1% are people of colour. 5.1% are Asian. 16.9% are Hispanic. And 63% are Caucasian. So I've just given you some quotes. Africa, USA, and the UK. I'm going to come back to that. I want you to think on that. The world's population has 7 billion people. 7 billion. 16% of the world's population are Caucasian. 15% are of African. So that leaves the rest of the world. And as far as I'm concerned, the rest of the world falls under all people of colour. If we're going to be extremists, so if you have Caucasians and then you have black skins, everything else in between is all people of colour. Now, if you add that percentage to African percentage, it makes up 85% of the world is the people of colour. All people of colour. Right? Make sense? Make sense? Do you understand? So again, if we go back to the cosmetic companies, I'm going to come into detail in a moment. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lots of faces to be made out. Only 20% of the world, female, wear colour cosmetics. Only 20%. 80% do not. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of business opportunities. Just some added knowledge. It's not really needed because I don't really do hair. But the hair industry in the US for women of colour is worth, are you ready for this? You're really, really ready for this? $1 trillion. $1 trillion. How do you write 1 trillion? Not in words, in figures. That's just the hair. Okay, so I've gone through the UK facts and figures, and I shared that with you. In the UK, they say that we spend, people of colour, 100 million on cosmetics. That's still a lot of money. The UK beauty industry alone is worth 17 billion. Yes, 17 billion. The UK. That's all of us collectively. Why should the makeup industry provide more products for women of colour? I'm going to tell you something. They do. You haven't looked hard enough, and that's the problem. The marketing is not correct. Those of you that have been following me and know about the way in which I deliver and do my presentations, there is hardly a brand out there. In fact, I'm going to get some interaction from you guys. Other than one person by the name of Tosin, because she's actually here, I want other people to tell me the brands that you know that do makeup for all women of color. And I want some hands up, please, some interaction, because my voice is a bit tired. Bobbi Brown, all women of color. Yeah, okay, Sleek. Not specifically just for women of color, but they do. So Sleek. Maybelline. People say to me all the time, Eryca, brands don't do enough for women of color. Why should they? No, seriously, it's something they're providing and they're doing the best that they can. We've just come up with 16, 17 that are out there, probably 10 of them you didn't know of. But again, it's a business opportunity for those of you that think like me to create your own. It's a massive, massive space to be filled. Silence. I hope it's got you thinking. So, I've gone through the facts and figures. Okay, so what's Eryca done? Eryca wants to introduce you to the movers and shakers of the makeup world in the US. I've showed you the potential from Africa. I've told you a little bit about me in the UK, what I'm doing differently. Now I'm going to show you the real movers and shakers that I've met, I've got to know in the US. We've got Merrell. And I'm going to read you his bio, just really, really quickly, so you have an understanding that those of you that are makeup artists here, whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve it, but you really better get your skates on, because you've got some serious competition. Merrell, his cosmetic expertise has been shared, Access Hollywood, Entertainment, Tonight, and the CBS Early Show. Editorially, his artistry has graced the pages of Vogue, Harper's, Bazaar, InStyle, Vanity Fair, Essence, GQ. His work has also appeared in music videos for P. Diddy, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Naomi Campbell, Kim Cattrall. The list goes on and on and on. There's a reason why I'm telling you all of this. Tracie. Tracie, are you here? Ah, there's Tracie. Tracie is my friend. Stand up, Tracie, so that they can all see you. This is my friend Tracie, and I'm going to tell you all about Tracie. Sorry, Tracie, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Tracie has just flown in from Atlanta. Tracie and I, when we met, we hit it off straight away. I mean, proof is in the pudding, she's here. Tracie is one of the main makeup artists for CNN in Atlanta. I'm going to really embarrass you now, Tracie. Tracie has proven to be one of the most sought after makeup artists in the industry. Her rapid growing clientele ranges from corporate executives to some of Hollywood's hottest celebrities and recording artists. With names such as Lisa Ray, Megan Good, Tyler Perry Production, Eryca Badu, Tracie Campbell, Donna Richardson Joyner, Kelly Price, Kelly Rowland, Usher, Jagged Edge, oh God, LL Cool J, John Legend. The list goes on. We have the honor of having Tracie here. Thank you. Well deserved. I've really embarrassed you. Okay, now we've got Toni. Toni is another makeup artist that I actually met. And Toni is doing some wonderful things in the US. Again, I think she's based predominantly in Atlanta. And she's worked with various artists all over the world. But she herself, as much as she's an international makeup artist, she wants to break into new territories. And she wants to break into the UK, she wants to break into Africa. what I'm trying to show you and share with you all is that, remember earlier I said that I have been used as the bank of industry. People are coming to me for guidance because, or should I say my team, not necessarily me, for guidance because we've gone and done it. And we're here to help show you and hold your hand. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, if you feel that you have the talent, if you feel that you deserve the status and the opportunity is there to be had. I'm going to introduce you to one last person, and then I want you to get your questions. Jason. Man, woman, no matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. Jason. Jason is a recognized beauty professional. I'm looking at his list here and I don't know where to start. He excels in the creative glamour in emulating beauty in every face he touches by choosing colors and application techniques to complement complexions. Currently another person in Atlanta and Chicago, he has an impressive celebrity client roster including Steve and Marjorie Harvey, actress Gabrielle Union, Keisha Knight, Monique, Paula Patton, Toni Braxton, Venus Williams, the list goes on and on and on. The reason why I keep reiterating to you that you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, whether it be makeup or whether you're a plumber, whatever you do, you have to have role models. You have to have people that are actually doing it. I met a lady yesterday, was it last week, and she said to me, it's wonderful to meet you in the flesh. I can't believe that I've met you. And I said to her, what do you mean by that? She said, I can't believe that I've met you, you know, without knowing it, you're my mentor. And I said to her, which is what I said to you before, I don't think anyone's more superior than the next person. Somebody else may have achieved, in your eyes, more than what you've achieved, but it doesn't make you superior in any capacity. And then that takes me on to my beautiful, and again I'm going to embarrass her, she sat there so patiently, so quietly. My friend, first and foremost, Rachel Williams. I'm embarrassing her. Rachel is a UK model, in my eyes a supermodel. She's out there doing what needs to be done. She's getting the work, she's flying there, here, there and everywhere. But she's also humble. She sat here really quietly. You didn't even notice that she was there, other than her beautiful face, obviously. But she just sat there. And I wanted to show you two successful women in their own right that are doing that needs to be done. Okay, my voice is a little bit louder than the average person. But whatever you want to achieve, please, I can't reiterate it enough. We say it to our children. We say it to our children, but we need to say it to each other. Whatever you want to achieve, please know that you're more than capable of achieving it. But don't take advice from people that are not doing it. Because they are the ones that will tell you that you can't, you won't, you coulda, shoulda, woulda. We all know those people, don't we?